Hello and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm TYRANT Saber. Last time out, we played against the Braves in Citi Field, and by gum, we actually got a quality start and a win out of it. 7 innings with no runs allowed, which is pretty good by anyone's standards, but especially by Jason's, considering he's got kind of knocked around a lot. And by all metrics, his performance has been really good so far this year. His ERA is down to 2.50 and his FIP is at 2.27. XFIP is still up around 3.42, but I'm hoping we can keep that ball low on the ground some more so that we don't get knocked around quite so much. On the season, his whip has gone to 1.11, which is fantastic, and I love it. And unfortunately, his performance has not really tracked with the Mets'. They are at 4-8 on the season so far. And I think a big part of that, well, why don't we take a, take a look at how this last performance works out for our boy, Mr. Chris Flexen, once we come back from the training here. Hits per 9 is coming up to its cap, and I think we should probably think about bringing that up when possible. Not too worried about either of those at the moment. So, yeah, 12-6 break and hits per 9. Minimize contact and maximize the nastiness of that pitch. So yeah, let's take a look at our boy Chris Flexen, the number 5 pitcher in the lineup. I covered him briefly in the number 2 bullpen video as a comparison to Jason Parham in his first year of pitching. In this year of pitching, he's pitched 11 innings and 2/3. Got 2 losses on his record. Amassed 16 strikeouts, which is pretty good, but he's allowed a 15.43 ERA and a 2.49 whip. So, like, yeah, you don't belong here, Chris. You cannot survive in this world. You're just not meant for it. Then again, Alex Cobb is gone 1-2 in AAA, gone 18 innings, 14 strikeouts, and a 4.0 ERA. I would take that. I would take that in a heartbeat over Chris Flexen at the moment, but unfortunately, the manager doesn't want him right now. Not sure why. Not sure why we traded for him if he's just going to be sitting in AAA while we get totally smoked by our boy Chris Flexen on the mound. So, unfortunately, we're just going to have to move forward. And it looks like our next outing will be against the Toronto Blue Jays in the Rogers Center. So Jason has only played the Blue Jays one time. It was a 1 game, 1 start, and I believe he was with the, was it the Marlins? No, it was with the Mets previously. And I believe we were going 0-0. We were going, either had no run, it was a no-run tie, or we had a 1-run lead, and then he gave up a 6-run homer at the top of the 7th. To blow the lead, so hopefully we'll avoid that this time. So let's get it.
It's on the cold side here in Toronto, but the Rogers Center roof is shut and we're almost set for baseball. Today, the second of 2 here to start the week between the New York Mets and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's interleague baseball on the show. Drew Pomeranz, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Okay, no runs scored at the top of the first, as usual, so let's do it.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss.
Behind a lively fastball. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, they started yesterday off on the right foot. If they could put together 2 games in a row, a lot of positive vibes start happening.
Skied that out into the corner. Hopefully you can get to
down
that.
the right field line. And he's going to make the catch on the warning track.
If this were real life, that would have been one of those ran straight into the wall kind of catches. But because video game physics are a little bit funny,
Yeah, man, I cannot wait
he's
to
fine.
look at Josh
He's
Donaldson,
totally fine.
the bringer
Completely,
of rain. He's
utterly
got
fine.
great power.
Promise.
I love watching a guy can take the ball to the opposite field or go to dead center field, and that's exactly who he is. BP is impressive, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him launch one in this one.
Next to bat for Toronto, Richard Urena.
Baseman, Richard Urena.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. Nimmo is in his tracks now as he makes the catch
That one was
for out
right
number
at
2.
Brandon Nimmo. Either Conforto's got the day off or he's playing one of the other field positions.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
Mitch Haniger, former Seattle Mariner. Wonder if he and Kyle Seeger had anything pleasant to say before the game, or unpleasant, as the case may be.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind.
I got no problem with that pitch call.
So some of those
I got no problem with the pitch. I got no problem with the call.
Pitcher's way.
What you doing there, what you doing there, boss?
Here we go. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And he just misses with a curveball.
A little too much break on that one, I guess.
Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
See it, drive, let's go, right here.
See what you do with this inside cutter.
Is taken for
Not a lot,
strike 2.
it proves.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Well, if you're not feeling that one, how about one of these low inside change-ups? Oh no, have a seat and get comfortable.
And that retires the side.
You just struck out looking.
1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. He'll get us going here in the bottom half of the second.
Averages tonight have not been fantastic for the Blue Jays, I'm noticing.
Here comes
But
the
just like
pitch.
last year with the Phillies, it's not my job to help
Just a bit
the
high that time
around.
as he
No,
misses
excuse me.
for a ball.
Like last year's game against the Padres, it's not my job to help these guys get their averages up.
Hey, we got no out.
Donaldson awaiting.
It's my job to
1-0.
crush them, to drive them before me, and to hear the
Perhaps a little low
lamentations
there.
of their
It's
women.
2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
How about that
2-0.
changeup then?
Drilled to the right side.
Right at Cesar Hernandez. Get him
and
out.
There's one down now.
Not a problem.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Jake Lamb standing in now.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
I mean, I don't know that I have really strong feelings one way or another about the shift. The anecdotal evidence and the numbers seem to suggest that it does work. But I've also seen
First
some
offering
information
on
that
its way.
suggests that
And a
the shift
fastball
can be
just below the
counterproductive in
knees,
some
ball
cases
one.
because the
One out, nobody on.
pitcher allows more walks or other batters on base when the shift is on than they do when the fielders are in their normal position.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Okay, well, you don't like either of those. Those are my closely held principles, and if you don't like them, then I have others.
The 2-0.
There you
the
go.
zone, strike one.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball.
Jake Lamb, formerly of the Arizona Diamondbacks, let one go, and I'm not sure why. Here's a changey. Stung into the gap.
Into right field. That's a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Here's Randall Grichuk. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night.
Designated hitter, Randall
He's set. Here it comes. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
I can't remember if I said it on recorded video or not. I may have said it on streams, but I feel like catchers should also have, in addition to their other stats, they ought to have a framing stat. They ought to have a stat that judges how good they are at converting called balls to strikes.
And this is hit hard to the right side.
Because it's been determined to be a very real phenomenon, a very real ability that catchers have, and some catchers are better at than others.
Here it comes, 0-2.
Swing and a miss.
Struck him out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out
Get
right there.
gone.
Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Batting seventh, the shortstop, Diaz.
And that'll bring up Aledmus Diaz as he will take strike
See,
one
a pitch
on the
like that
fastball
right
here,
there
no
on the
balls and
black,
strike. He takes his
you know,
first
depending on
cuts in
how
this
far
one with a
outside
man
it
at first
is,
and 2 away.
if the catcher's really good at framing the pitch, then the umpire might call it a ball, or might call it a strike, even though by the definition of the strike zone, it was actually a ball.
From the belt, the pitch. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one
Mason
foul
Ibarra
off
trying
to
to
the right side.
win the game by himself over there.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Getting a
and
little
he'll
too
make it in a
reliant on
scoring
that
position here
curveball
with
there.
2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Bottom of the second here with no score.
Second cutter, high outside. Well, I guess it's worth a shot.
1-2 is
Not
the cut
at
fastball,
all
and he
what I
holds
wanted to
back
do with that.
2-2.
How about we go showtime on this one?
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Low inside changeup.
Swing and a little tapper.
A little
It's
tapper.
a foul ball.
Shoot.
Has a look. Now the pitch. Fouled off.
Well, you are being very annoying
Lamb
and persistent.
stands at second with 2 gone.
See it, drive it. Let's go right here.
How about I bust you inside with one of these?
Another 2-2 offering.
Ooh.
2-2 pitch just missed.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3 and 2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Hard the other way.
Right over it, Mason Ibarra.
Fields it cleanly.
You get it? He got
And
it.
he'll step on the bag himself,
Not
and
bad.
the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. Will move to the 3rd with no score. A Nice daytime shot there from one of the many marinas here in Toronto as we're set to go in the third inning. Stepping in for the Jays.
Here's a guy with a halfway decent average.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
As I come to the mound with a run in the bank.
Hey, come on, guys.
Let's
First
defend
pitch
it.
of the at-bat on its way. Roll to first.
Little bouncer.
Ibarra charging in on it.
Oh, I'm not going
and
to get
he'll
it.
reach first as they
Nuts.
can't make the play on him.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still one good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Roll, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you
Incidentally,
know,
it's
you have
not
a
lost
leadoff
on me
single
that I
on
have
an
been
infield
mentally
ground
using
ball.
batting average as a measure of these guys' offensive capability, even though I specifically warned against that in my last bullpen video. Problem is,
First pitch,
for all the
here it
other
comes.
advantages that WOBA
Comes right
brings,
after him with a
of being
fastball
of
for a strike.
specificity on how
Shocked he let
valuable
that
each
first
type of
pitch go
offensive
right
event
there. High
is,
fastball, but usually those ones travel
hadn't
first.
really gained a whole lot
Runner
of
at first with no
broad
outs here.
adoption because, at least not outside the sabermetric community, because it's a lot harder to calculate than, say, batting averages.
0-1, here it comes.
Swinging
Now
on
the
me.
big overhand curveball makes him swing and miss.
Come on. Let it fly right here.
The 0-2 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops.
1-2's the count. Square it up.
I don't know that I like that call, like in the slightest.
Let it fly. Let's
But-
go right here.
Fastball right here on the upper corner, just outside.
Hey, we're patient up there.
Ooh,
Fastball that just misses inside.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last two were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
Wait for your pitch up there, huh?
now I might be more inclined to go,
Let it rip. Let it rip.
say,
Let's go.
inside curveball. Maybe he'll bounce it over to shortstop.
And this
Or maybe
is
he'll
fouled
just bounce
at
it at the plate like a numpty. All right.
Here we go.
Let's go low cutter on this one.
Come on, big dog.
Oh, that
This
wasn't
is
low.
line to left, but coming on quickly
All right,
is the
Nemo.
left fielder to make the play for the first out.
Saving my bacon out there.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez.
Now batting, center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Hey, see you rip it up there.
Throw over to the bag, and he
You just stay
manages to
put
get his
over
hand
there.
in.
I see you moving around, and I don't like it.
Hey, have a rip like you can. Here you go.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball
Also, I was
just
starting to
below
wonder
the
when
knees,
Jason was going to
4-1.
get a chance to go to bat,
Runners
and then I
on first with
realized
one down.
he's not. We're in an American League ballpark, and pitchers don't bat in the American League.
One out now. Let's go.
One of the reasons why I would really resist going to an
Just a
American League
tick
team is
behind
just
for a
because even
strike.
though I'm not very good at it, at least it breaks up the monotony on the mound sometimes to knock a pitcher double.
The 1-1 home. High fly ball out to
Ooh,
straightaway center.
skied it out to center
He's under
field,
it.
and Adam Eaton out there.
He's got it, and there are two down now.
That must be where Conforto is. He's on the designated hitter spot.
Stepping up to the plate, Richard Arena. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Second baseman, Richard.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Oh, bouncing ball. Crap.
And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
A little too much break on that today, like I said.
The
And it'd be
pitch
one thing
circle
if I were
change
getting
just a bit
more
inside,
swings and
it's
misses
2-0
on it,
now.
but I'm not.
Well,
So
he's got a base open to use right
Troublesome.
here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh? Here you go, fellas.
okay,
Let's
I'll go high fastball, if you like.
Set to deliver on 2-1.
There you go.
There's a strike.
That's what I want to see.
Smith at second with 2 down.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on.
Well, let's go with that high cutter. Has been doing really well for me recently.
And he watches a
And does
third
so
strike on the
again.
cut
Change the
fastball
channel,
that time,
sir.
and
You
that
just
will
got caught
retire the
looking.
side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 3 innings complete. The Mets lead it 1-0. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger.
Leading off the 4th inning.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
1-0 the count.
I mean, it did its job, I guess.
Who's it first here?
The 1-0. Hit back up the middle.
That one did its job, too.
And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Josh Donaldson, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Donaldson, of course, a member of that 2015 Blue Jays World Series winners. I believe it was 2015.
Come on now.
Or was it
Delivery to him on
Kansas
the way.
City?
And a changeup right down the middle.
I do not
Hey, it's
remember.
not always about filling up the strike zone all the time, every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Hey, find some green, baby. Find some green.
The windup and the 0-1. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there. All right, Josh. Drive that pitch, huh? Here you go.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball 1.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Yeah, no, I'm full of crap, turns out. He was on the 2015 Blue Jays, but they lost in the ALDS to the eventual champion Kansas City Royals.
Down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball.
Edit those couple minutes out. Nobody will be any wiser about the fact that I don't have all this minutia stuck in my head.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
The 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
Cesar Hernandez, your one-stop shop for second base solutions.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jake Lamb. He singled his last time up. Now here's the pitch.
That's a strike.
Circle change there.
Got one
Called
over,
strike
but
1. No runs,
like a
2
good one to
hits,
hit.
and no errors in the game for Toronto.
There you go. There's one. Low inside, low out of the zone fastball. Dubious. I think I'm gonna go for one high and inside, high outside.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
I don't know why in the world
Okay,
anybody
Coach,
would
now you
want to
can
be an
yell at the
umpire.
ump
That
all you
manager has
please.
given this umpire an earful on a
That
pitch
one
that
I'm
he
not
thought
happy
was a
about.
strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Like Ken up there, huh?
Pulled toward right center field.
Another pop-up.
Hernandez.
Another
is
one
there
dispensed
for
to
it.
Cesar
And
Hernandez.
That ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We played 4 full. Mets out in front 2-0. Striding forward now is the DH, Rendell Grichuk, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the
They
bottom
are
of the
giving me a
fifth.
mighty lead
This one
here,
doesn't
so
look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about
I don't know,
time
maybe
they
a
get
bit
something
early to
going.
think about
the
it,
last
but
thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a
that
bunch
could
in the 8th and 9th inning.
give the manager enough impetus to leave me in for a good long time today.
0-1 count and the pitch. Down the first base line.
Mason Ibarra,
And
unfortunately,
that is past him at first. It's a fair ball. He's around first, heading for 2. And the Jays are in business now. It's a leadoff double.
Just goes to show you, if you're
fortunately,
gonna
out there
throw that
in
two-seam
right
fastball
field,
away, which
Mr.
I
Steven
don't
Souza
think is the
Jr.
best pitch
had
anyway.
a little bit of an
You better
offline
start
throw.
that thing out
Not
of
that
the
he had
zone
much of a chance
and
of
let it
getting
work
that guy
its
at
way back
second
to the
anyway,
corner.
but
With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled away.
fortunately or unfortunately in this world, or rather in Jason's save game, that is, the Blue Jays do not have either of Vlad Guerrero Jr. or Bo Bichette.
On its way,
So
the
they
0-1
may
pitch.
have
Change-up in
maybe
for a
suffering
strike.
a little compared to their real-world counterparts in the years to come.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Oh,
And he got
yeah, that was just filthy.
Well, that call looked like it was a
Both
little
the
in the pitcher's
pitch and
favor,
the
but
ump.
it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time,
But that
especially
one
when
was
they're
right
sort
on the
of
black end. Oh
borderline
man,
like that
was
last one. Not
it
sure the
oh
hitter
man,
would
was
want
it
to
a
hear
pretty
that,
one.
though.
Now batting, left fielder, White.
in now, Dwight Smith Jr. as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
How about one of those high cutters?
Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken
A
for
little
ball
too
1.
high.
Come on, guys, get your pitch up there.
I haven't forgotten you either, Mr. Grichuk. You just stay right there. I'm not too worried about your running capacity. Actually, should I be? Not terribly, but
The 1-1 home.
be aware of you at least.
Swing and a
Uh-oh.
liner. And
Well, that's a
fair
run
ball,
scored.
as this one will get down the line.
No runner, come home.
He pulls into second safely, as also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The pitcher was spotting his pitches effectively.
Well, that's not the end of the
until now.
world.
Working the edges, painting the corners,
But
but he left this one right over the plate, and it cost
still a
him
little
with an RBI
tiny
extra
bit
base hit
salty about
right
it, I
there.
guess.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike
Bit
one.
early yet to
0
start
for
cursing
1
out
for
the
him
blue
here in
streak,
this one.
though. Remain cool and collected. Get the guys out.
Come on, baby, get your pitch up there.
0-1 count and the pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
One down.
Hey, let's go.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch is put in play to the right side of the infield. To his left,
Well, that got him out.
throw on to first.
Puts
two
a man
gone.
on third, which is a little concerning, but the run expectancy from man on third, 2 outs, is not too good.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Teoscar Hernandez, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And that's into the corner of foul.
Be a lot
ball
better if
right.
he hit a home run.
It looked like from our perspective,
So let's
he
try
gave
to
up on that one a little too
forestall
quick,
that.
and then tried to emergency hack late.
The 0-1 chopped weakly to the left.
Chopper too
Cicchini
short.
picks it up.
Cicchini
Throw in time,
gets
and the
him.
side is
Saves
retired.
me another run.
Blue Jays
Well, so
forced
much
to
for the
settle
shutout,
just the
but
one. We're through 5 here at the
We're still
ballpark.
pitching okay,
It's the
so I
Mets
imagine we'll
4
stay in for a
and
little
the
while
Blue
longer.
Jays 1. Striding in once again, Richard Arena. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Ooh.
Another opportunity for him
Fly
here,
out
so
to
we'll
right
see
center
if anything
field.
changes.
Not a
Eaton
problem.
has
Can
to
of
roll
corn.
straight back, but he has it for the first down.
I don't remember what
Digging in to try
the
it again. Mitch Haniger. He
park
was
adjustment
retired via the
is
ground
on
ball last time up.
Rogers Center. It's got a FIP park factor of 101, which means it's slightly pitcher friendly or slightly hitter friendly.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. See you later.
Right
over the
into
wall.
the
Home run.
bullpen over there. Yuck.
A solo home run for Mitch Haniger.
Well, that could have been a lot better, but
here in the early going, and the Blue Jays have cut the deficit.
Solo home runs aren't going to
4-2
kill you
now.
until you give up about 10 of them.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that
Right
one
into
right out
the
of
Blue
here.
Jays' bullpen. Disgusting.
Stepping in now, Josh Donaldson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Yeah, we got one here. We got one.
A 1-1 count now
There's
to
a swing and a
Donaldson.
miss. I'm not entirely
2
sure what
runs,
that facial
5
hair
hits,
is, and I'm
and
not
no
sure I
errors in
want
the
any
game for
part of it.
Toronto.
I mean, Jason is particular about his grooming. We all know this. But
Hit hard down the
I'm not
right
sure he
field
would go
line.
for quite such a,
That's
let's
a foul
say,
ball.
styled look as
Classic
that.
change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late.
Hey, find a gap, kid.
How about one of these high inside two-seam
And a
fastballs?
half-hearted attempt
Oh,
that
yeah.
time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out
Get
number
me gone.
2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys.
Nope,
because
not a
once
question
they're
in the
committed to
world.
swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Jake Lamb.
Hey, wow.
Popped him up. Plawecki
Straight
over to
up
his
for
left. Makes the catch,
Is
and
that
that'll
Kevin
retire
Plawecki?
the side.
Yep. And
So
that'll do
one
it.
run on one base
So that's a
hit,
quality
the home
start.
run, no errors.
6
and
innings
no one
pitched,
left.
2 earned run.
7th inning coming
Two-
up. The Mets are
excuse
out
me,
on top.
2 runs
4-2.
Now it's just a question of how much longer they're going to let us stay out here.
Attention, please.
No innings longer.
Number
They're going to put somebody
47,
else out here.
Hansel.
Okay, well, don't screw it up, Robles. Okay, let's find out how the Mets do away from home. Survey says...
Man, that was
All
definitely a
right.
hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even
Well,
more
unfortunately,
satisfying.
the
They take it in 12 innings
bullpen
on the
blew it in
road,
the 7th
and it's
for
all
Jason, so
smiles
he
now.
didn't get a
A
decision
one-run
today.
game, 6-5
But
the
he
final
pitched really
today.
well today.
The
He pitched for a quality start,
Metropolitans
6
hosted
innings with
15
only 2
total hits in the
earned
ball
runs
game.
on 5 hits,
Sewell
including a home
claims
run.
the win out of
And
the
he
pen
earned
is
himself
first.
5
Carson
strikeouts.
Smith earns
On the
save out of
season,
the
he's
bullpen,
gone
his
to
4th of the
2-1 on the
So that'll
season, and he
just about
remains
do it
at
for us this
11 and
afternoon.
21
Thanks to
on
Mark
his
DeRosa
career.
and Dan
His ERA
Plesac
has
and
gone
the
to
rest of our crew.
2.63.
I'm
His
Matt
FIP is
Vasgersian.
down
This
to
has been a presentation
2.62,
of
and
MLB
his
The Show. To find
xFIP
out more, head over
dwindles
to
a little further to
theshowNation.com.
3.38. So until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.